Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel. We are still on our free day and we're about to begin with our tasks. The ones that we have picked up and the ones we still have left to do. And hopefully by the end of it we'll be in the old schoolhouse preparing to fight another basically undefeatable monster. Alright, so I want to start with the task we have from Bridget, trying to figure out with Alan what the hell's going on. We have an idea, she doesn't, but in order to have the right information, let's see if we can talk to him and maybe bring him over to another idea or even resolve why he's being the way he is. But first, let's see if there are other people in here as well, so we'll talk to them first. Let's go poolside. I'm curious about Laura and Monica, but I need to stay focused on tutoring Emil this evening. I guess I've just got to wait and see how things turn out for them. I'm curious about Laura and Monica. Planning on staying late again, Monica? I get you want to improve and all, but I can't see pushing yourself like this ending well. This is only the way I will ever be able to get on Laura's level. And I'm not going to stop until that happens. Monica. I go a lot about how awesome Klein and Laura are, but Monica's really getting up there too. At this rate, everybody's gonna show me up. I'm not gonna let that happen. If I want to be friends with Laura, I need to focus on making us equals. I won't stop pushing myself until that day comes. Well, with that amount of dedication, I'm very convinced you'll make it happen. You should move around a little bit, Laura, cause that seemed unnaturally stable. Really focusing on swimming has proven a good way to rid my mind of unwanted thoughts. For now, one more set. Alright. Well, I guess it's time for us to move over to Alan. Excuse me, I'm looking for a guy named Alan. He's supposed to be a member of this club, but is he off today or something? Not without my permission, at least. He didn't even mention he'd be out today. Oh? In other words, he's skipping practice. I got a feeling I know where he is, though. I see. Where exactly are you thinking? I'd check the field if I were you. Unlike Patrick, Alan actually cares about this club. Chances are he's skipping practice so he can train on his own. Well then, now that you mentioned it, Patrick isn't here either. That's not really an excuse, but if I find it hard to blame him after what happened. Come think of it, what did happen here last month? I'd only hear rumors. Well, I'd rather not dig this stuff up, but both of them are skipping today, so what the hell? Truth is, Ellen and Patrick faced off last month. Patrick, being the slimy little scumbag he is, made a show out of holding back and then still beat Alan down. It was humiliating, crushed all of Alan's confidence right out of him. Oh, I don't doubt it. That's why I'm letting him off easy for now. I'd like to see him bounce back from this though. Tell you what, if you got some business with Alan, do us a favor and tell him to drop by. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but we'd appreciate it. Of course, I'll be sure to tell him if I have the chance. So Patrick decided to start skipping practice now too? What a world. Yeah, there even might be a chance that Patrick is also where Alan is. Maybe they are fighting each other on the field. Maybe we need to rush a little bit. Oh, both Patrick and Alan have been really unfocused these days. Perhaps I need to give them both a little motivation. If it's coming from you, I think punishment would be better. Alright, let's go to the field. And see if I'm right. He's definitely there by himself. Oh, you're that guy from class 7, right? Do you have some business with me or something? No, nothing like that. I saw you training out here and was pretty impressed. That's all. That's sad. You seem a little hesitant and it's getting in the way of your form. What makes you think you can just come up and criticize me? Is it just because you're noble? Yeah, that's right. I've heard about you. Should a high and mighty noble like you even talk to a lowly commoner like me? Or do they get a pass when it's condescension? That stuff has really never bothered me. It seems like this guy has a noble chip on his shoulder. Maybe we should let Machias talk to him. Putting our Beckets aside from now, you came here to train, didn't you? How about you join me for a while? Me? Train with you? Yeah, it's a chance to practice in a way you wouldn't normally. I'm sure you'd find it beneficial. What do you say? Well, I don't know what you're planning, but if it will make me stronger, I'm on board. I wouldn't say no to some big fancy noble who took the time out of his busy day to ask me anyway. Okay, I'll get everything ready. I wonder if Instructor Sarah will let me borrow one of the combat shells. Rean called Instructor Sarah and she gave him permission to use a combat shell. Are we actually gonna fight it? You guys are using this thing in class 7, right? Are we seriously gonna fight it? It looks a little intimidating, but it makes for great training, I promise. I'll take point for now, so feel free to attack as often as you'd like. Right. Yep, we're actually fighting.
Bring it on!
Meet the following conditions. Ellen deals the finishing blow, and Ellen is conscious at the battle's end. Okay, so it doesn't say we cannot use items, so that's something we'll definitely do. And other than that, I think the best thing we can do is try to figure out how much HP this thing has. Well, it is hard, so it should definitely have more than enough HP to at least carry on a few hits. Okay, so we're also controlling him. What can he do? Piercing Strike and Soaring Bird. Thrust forward, piercing a foe. With delay, speed minus 25%, with a bird-shaped shockwave. No S-Craft. No arcs whatsoever. Of course, he doesn't have an Argus, so that's not too strange. Let's see if we can get the speed down of this thing. Good. And the thing hits hard. 18,000. Alright. Well, I'm gonna put Rean mostly on survival duties, and I'll buy some new terror bombs in the process if necessary. I want him to win, and like I said, I have no idea what this unit will be capable of. I just want to make sure that he survives until the end. Yeah, I don't think it would be wise for me to use an S-Craft, seeing as it will probably do more damage than the thing has. KO? No.
Arcus, activate. Ha!
An amount of damage. Okay, so the speed was just for run around. Maybe delay?
Go! My turn.
Yeah, we are definitely the stronger of the two, but that's fine. And that just means that we can use our skills to give Ellen the win.
Yep. Here we go.
Impede.
There.
Yeah, I think that's the best use of our skill, just to make sure that the thing doesn't do anything we don't want it to. Oh, don't attack him, please. Again, just to make sure that he doesn't fall beneath the 1500s. Just in case.
All right. right, let's do this!
I also should make sure that Rean is fine.
Yep.
No, 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 no.
My turn. Ha.
Ah, that's way too much of a healing, but I'm taking no chances here.
Go. Ha.
And we should really stop hanging out this close together.
My turn.
Indeed.
My turn.
Ah, that really is a nasty move, isn't it?
Huh.
Good. Miss. Gives us an extra hit
My turn.
and no damage, which is the bigger of the two, definitely.
Arcus, activate. Ha. Go.
Stop focusing on him. He's not the one who should be in trouble here. 4,000, so we're getting there. Yeah, we'll just have to grind a little bit extra in the old schoolhouse to get that mirror back to buy those potions.
Yep.
Well, like I said, it is not saying that we get the
Go.
minus points for using items, so I'm using all the items we possibly need.
Ha. My turn. Arcus, activate.
Gotta be careful. It's a normal hit.
Ha. Ha.
Yeah, we don't want
Here we
to
go.
critical hit anything here. Should be okay. Whatever you do, Rean, if you critical hit, I'm gonna smack you. Oh, it's not
Here we go.
enough. It's not enough. Can we just move out of the area, or is that not how this works? Yep, it was not a targeted once, it was an area
Here we
one.
go.
Perfect. Now you're not doing anything, the last 200 is for him. Did we win? You bet we did. Not surprising after that last attack of yours. That was a sight to behold. Thanks. I feel like I've got my confidence back now, at least a little bit of it. Good to hear. What's the matter? Oh, I feel kind of bad about all the flack I gave you earlier, that's all. I mean, you know, all the high and mighty noble stuff. Ah, don't worry about it. But is there some reason you got so caught up in that? Well, it's embarrassing to say out loud, but envy, I guess? I used to be awful at almost everything I did. Sports, studying, anything you can think of. Still am, really. But I knew this noble who was basically my opposite. She could try anything and do it flawlessly. I was always so frustrated by that. All I wanted to do was be her equal. But no matter what I did, I couldn't manage it. That's a pretty lame reason, isn't it? No, not at all. But that Noble you're talking about, it's Bridget, isn't it? How did you know? Oh, sorry. I guess it's time to come clean. Rean told Ellen about Bridget's request. Oh, so that's how she felt. Now that I think about it, I really have been acting like a jerk. In your defense, I can sort of understand why you acted that way, and nobody wants to show their weakness to someone they look up to. It's not even that I look up to her so much as I want her to just look at me. What do you mean by... Come on, Rean. You might be dense at sometimes, but you're not that dense, come on. Nothing. Forget I said anything. So that's the way it is. Anyway, if that's what she sent you here for, I'll go talk to her. Besides, I owe her a personal apology for being so mean to her lately. She needs to know that my issue was with myself and not with her. In fact, I'll go do that right now. That's a relief. I hope the two of you can smooth things over. Me too. Thanks for all you've done for me today. Yes, beautiful. But in my eyes, it isn't completed yet. Because if he says that he's going towards her right now, we have to go check it out, right? We have to go to the Noble Quarter and just see if he's actually there talking to her. And of course to see if she's okay with how we handled the request. And after that, we'll go see if we can solve Fidelio's problem with Rex. Oh, Rean, thank you so much for your help. Thanks to you, Ellen's finally told me everything. And it's such a relief. Everything? Does that mean... Oh, that's right. He admitted he was just taking his frustration out on me. How ridiculous, right? He should know that if he got something on his mind, I'll always be there to listen and help him out. Hey, a man of the Empire can't just go around relying on everyone else to solve his problem for him. Looks like Ellen found a way to make their relationship even more complicated. Oh yes, please take this. It's nothing much, but it's the least I can do after you went through all that trouble. Hey, it wasn't part of the request, but I humbly accept this quartz. I never thought of it as trouble in the first place. I appreciate it though. Oh, you've got my thanks too. That training session earlier taught me a lot. You and me both. You've got a tough road ahead of you, but good luck, soldier. Thanks, here's to hoping. Inside joke about his crush on Bridget. I've caused Friedel and everyone else in the fencing club a lot of trouble. I'm pretty damn pathetic, huh? A little bit, but aren't we all? Well, it's nice to hear that he doesn't hate me or anything. Thanks for all your help today, Rean. I might have a quick look. Half delay after using water art. Very specific. And seeing as the amount of slots we have are not that many, would you ever use that one? You must definitely be dedicating all your skills to water-based strikes, doesn't it? Okay, do we need to go back to the fencing club and tell them what happened with Ellen? Because now we know what's going on, we helped him, he's fine, he's just handling his private affairs with Bridget, and I'm pretty sure he'll be back later to the club anyway. Yeah, I want to have a little chat with them, see if it's any different. Because those are the little details that I know this game does. So, Bridget decided to start skipping practice now too. What a world. Both Bridget and Ellen have been really unfocused these days. Perhaps I need to give them both a little motivation. It's good enough. They're not focused on that Ellen isn't there anymore, at least not as badly as before. Alright, leaves Fidelio as a last possible task. And of course we need to replenish our tier bombs. Like I said, I feel like it was worth it just being extra safe with it. Because I'm sure we'll get some extra AP points for that. Oh, 3,000, that's not too bad. Having said that, I do need to make a choice in regards to equipment, because I think for now I only bought a shirt and shoes for Rean. So at least our main character, who's always there, is prepared. I haven't decided yet on who to bring towards the old schoolhouse, because we don't have enough money to buy it for everyone. So I'm definitely gonna bring Gaius. That's definite. And I would love to bring Fee and Laura for in the common situation. Also because I'm curious to see if it's possible with their situation going on at the moment, if they're willing to put it aside to help in the old schoolhouse. And then as an additional backup, shall we pick maybe Machias, because he has a somewhat lower level because he wasn't there because of the field study at a different location? And maybe uses for his noble command. This may be useful to use against the final boss in the dungeon. And this is just for now, right? Because we can change party members when we are in the old schoolhouse by just going towards the door. That's the one thing I've learned last time. Regardless, should have learned that a lot earlier as well. So that means we have two guys, three guys and two females. So yeah, still a lot of stuff we need to get. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now because I am someone that might be able to forget that when I'm busy with other stuff. So be right back. Okay, that's over and done with. I've managed to buy equipment for everyone in my initial choice of the party. I just came 3,000 mirrors short to equipping them fully, which is not too bad considering. And we can always swap our clothing out if we change party members when we are in the old schoolhouse. Yes, where is it? Lower chest. Photography. Hey, you must be Fidelio. You sent in a request about the photography club to the student council, right? Oh yeah, that's me. I'm actually head of the photography club. Given that you're a first year helping out the student council, I suppose that makes you Rean, I've heard about. Guilty as charged. I believe your request had something about an issue with a first year club member? Oh, that's right. I was hoping I could handle it on my own, but that's become less and less likely. I really do want to stop Rex though, so would you be willing to lend me a hand? Of course. Let's get him. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Like I said, the matter I want to discuss with you concerns a first year student by the name of Rex. Apparently he's been taking inappropriate photographs of girls without their permission. And to make matters worse, he's been exchanging them in shady deals with some of the other boys at the academy. Well, that definitely sounds pretty sketchy. In fact, it sounds like a blatant violation of the academy rules. Indeed it does, and I'm not sure exactly what kind of photographs they are or what he's exchanging them for, but the fact that he's violating the rules of the academy is clear. If he keeps it up, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up suspended or even expelled. And that's why I want to stop him before it's too late. That's true. He's practically doomed if the instructors or the girls themselves find out about this. Speaking of which, have you tried discussing this with Rex in private? I've asked about it a few times in passing, but he always plays innocent. I assume he thinks it's safe to continue as long as he doesn't get caught in the act. Ah, I see. Well, in that case, let's catch him in the act. Burst him while he's exchanging his photos. Well, I wish I didn't have to come to this, but I don't think we have any other choice at this point. But a word of warning. He's been extremely vigilant lately. I think I might have raised the issue one too many times and put him on guard. Which is why I'm going to ask you to catch him before me. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Rex and I might be from different social classes, but I've always seen us as friends who share a mutual trust. All I want for him is to understand what he's doing and stop. But it doesn't make me sad that it's come to this. Well, I just hope to catching him in the act while giving us a chance to show him what he's doing is wrong. I suppose you're right. Either way, he seems to have a number of pre-arranged spots where he conducts those deals. I've managed to work out 2 of them so far. The first of them is behind the storage building on the field, and the other one is near the old schoolhouse. Those spots do seem secluded enough to get away with some shady business. He has a good eye for these things. You're going to want to be careful when trying to get near him though. He has a knack of sensing danger. Tread very carefully. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, I'll start looking for him in the 2 spots you mentioned. Alright, and we need to be careful with the old schoolhouse, because I do not want to trigger the old schoolhouse before we are ready with all the side quests. Even though I can't imagine him being inside the old school building, so it should be fine. And since that's the closest here, let's have a look-see. Hey, you. Oh, hey, Patrick. I see you hard at work again as the Students' Council errand boy. Though I can hardly imagine a more fitting role for the ringleader of a class of misfits. He almost seemed kind of down after last month, like he regretted what he said. But it looks like we're back to the old Patrick again. What are you smiling about? I hope you're not expecting an apology for what I said last month, because so, you'll be waiting a long time. I admit, I'm losing my composure like that wasn't befitting of my status as a member of the nobility, but I... Yeah, I get it. I don't feel bent out of shape or anything, so let's just put it behind us, okay? Trying to feign nonchalance, are you? Always have to be cool one, don't you, Schwarzer? No matter. I'll leave you to take care of whatever menial chores you've been settled up with today. But I have no intention of letting you get the better of me again, in the classroom or in combat, so be ready. Did we just create a rifle for ourselves? I wouldn't mind. Usually rivalry makes us better in the end. Or petty. But let's go for better this time. What was that all about? I guess that means he really has been dwelling on what happened last month this whole time. Maybe he's not half bad after all. He may be a noble, but he's still human, so... there might be hope for him still yet. Alright, Rex, where are you? Yeah, I'm not going into the old schoolhouse, just making sure he isn't hiding in the bushes here somewhere. Because if that's the case, then he was really vigilant. Alright. Maybe the game wants me to go to the field first before going to the old schoolhouse. Even though behind the old school building, I think that's actually a really good place to do some shady business. It is where we found Emma, at least. Oh man, this picture's great. Rex, you're an artist. A genius even. I don't mean to brag, but you're totally right. I am a genius. I found him. Looks like Fidelio hit that nail right on the head. Now, I just need to see the deal go down. So you have got the goods? Of course, man. I brought some top quality stuff. Now we're talking. Let's get... Hold up. What's going on, Rex? Don't tell me it's that Fidelio guy again. Nah, not him. It's just a feeling. Let's split for now. We'll meet back up at Area B, got it? Got it. Why did it get so quiet all of a sudden? What the? They're gone. Wait, did he sense I was here and run away? Sure seems that way. Right over those boxes by the looks of it. This is what Fidelio meant about him being really good at sensing danger. He'll be a tough one to catch. It's not going to happen if I waste my time standing around here though. Better find out where he went. Well, technically speaking, there were two places and we've been to the school house yet, but I think this is the reason why we didn't find him there. Because he needs to escape first. And back there, he had enough room to run away. At the old schoolhouse, there's only one way to get back to school. There they are. There he is. The same guy from before is with them too. He should have the pictures on hand, so now will be the time to ask. Sorry, do you have a minute? Oh, who's that? Have you got a new customer? Nah, I'm pretty sure that's Rean from Class 7. You know, that guy is always helping out the student council. Damn, we're about to close the deal too. He might have been the one you noticed earlier then. No doubt about it. And he's heading straight for us. We can't let him see the stash though. What are we gonna do? He's already pretty close. Don't worry, I've got a plan. If you make it out here alive, we'll meet up at point C. Are you ready? Yeah. I've got some questions for you two. Whoa, what are you doing over there in that revealing swimsuit, Alyssa? Really? Wait, Alyssa? Why would you even be in it? Son of a... And of course, if it was anybody else, he wouldn't have looked away, is it? Like, look there, Machias in a revealing swimsuit. Nah, that would definitely not have triggered him. And they're gone already. Well, they are fast, if nothing else. They got me good this time. It didn't seem like they'd finished their trade though. I've been to the place Fidelio mentioned, but it seems like they have another meeting spot. They'll want a place no one will find them. Maybe like a building that's not used very often? I better start searching then. No, there's only one building that comes to mind if Rean mentioned it like that. Because what is the one building that's been closed almost all year round? And we've only been there in the start of the game. That's it. I think you know what I'm going for, isn't it? That building over there, the auditorium. Hey, the auditorium is open. Maybe you found this way in here. Hell yeah. Okay, right there in the back room. So do we want to check out the upper sides first? Because we don't get a chance to get in here pretty often. So I want to make sure that there's nothing here that we might be able to use or anything. Because if you want to find a place and put in an item that is very rare, this would definitely be the spot. Door's locked because they only want us to go in another way. Nice, I'll take this one. Ah, well then, it was a pleasure doing business with you. Ah, seriously, again? Okay, gotta get it later. Wait up, Rex! Okay, heading over. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you, but you shouldn't have that photo. I guess I'm sunk. Fine, here you go. Rean confiscated the offending photo. Is this President Toa? I'm a big fan, alright. What, you got a problem with that? not exactly. I wasn't really sure what to expect when I heard that Rex was taking inappropriate photos, but this is just a picture of her working like she always does. Isn't it great? It's Toa in her natural habitat. How can your heart not melt when you see that sweet look of determination? Sneaking a picture like this is an art, and you can't deny that Rex is a master of his craft, can you? Can you? Well, I really can't. But he still took the photo without permission, so... Yeah, I figured as much. That's why I handed it over. But are you sure you should be standing here talking to me while Rex gets away? Yeah, good point. I can tell he's still somewhere in the auditorium though. Seems like he's planning on hiding it out and hoping I'll leave. I've got some bad news for you, Rex. Either way, I better not catch you buying candid photos again, got it? Yeah, got it. That really was a good photo, but taking them sneakily like that probably isn't a great thing to do. Still, Rex is a great runner. He took off like a shot. That's not something to be complimenting him about. Yeah, I already know where he is. He's on one of the two rafters, isn't it? Because that's the only place he can go and he can't run away from us. He's even standing looking into the corner, like that will prevent me from seeing him. I'm sorry, boy, but that's not how it works. Oh, sorry, Rex. It is over. There's nowhere to run. Just go quietly embrace a lecture from Fidelio. How do you think to look up here? Because I'm not an idiot? Alright, the game's up, Rex. Hand over all the photos you've taken without their subject's permission. And don't even think about holding on to the photo quartz you used to take them. Fine. It's all I've got left though. Fidelio took the photographs and photo quartz from Rex. Wow. They're remarkably varied, aren't they? And it looks like they're even more on the photo quartz too. Well, yeah. These are really nice photos though. I'm surprised. So am I. They're all very characteristic of the girls featured in them. They really convey each girl's individual charms. Oh, so you like them too then? They're beautiful photographs, I'll give you that. So... But that doesn't change the fact that they were taken without the girl's permission. It doesn't matter how well taken a picture is, if the subject doesn't want to be photographed. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say here, don't you? I guess, yeah. By the way, we'd heard that you were exchanging them with some of the other students? Oh, that's right. I'm afraid we're going to need to ask you to give us whatever you traded for too. Fine. Rex handed Fidelio a magazine. It's full of pictures of girls? Well, at least he wasn't selling them for Mira. So, what happens to me? Well, if the photos were too risque, I was going to tell you to leave the club. But I think I know just the way to put this all behind us. Fidelio tore the photographs and put the photo quartz under a bright light, utterly destroying the photographs on it. No! All my hard work! All my blood, sweat and tears! Compared to having the instructors find out about what you were doing, this is a cakewalk. Well, that is true. I doubt anyone other than Fidelio would have forgiven me for what I did either. Well, you're a top-notch photographer, after all. I know you'll do great things if you put your mind to it. You really think so? Well, I'm sorry I haven't been coming to the club a while too. As long as you realize what you did was wrong, I have no intention of harping on the matter any further. Looks like everything's okay between them now. That's a relief. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you to stop taking pictures of girls, but make sure you get their permission in the future, okay? I'm sure the photographs you take will turn out even better that way. Okay. In all honesty, he got off easy. Hello, Rean Schwarzer of Class 7 speaking. It's Nightheart. Are you free at the moment, Schwarzer? I am. Did you need something? Ah, good. As it so happens, I have a little proposal for you. If you have a moment to spare, come speak to me in the faculty lounge. I'll give you the details in person. Is this an urgent matter? No, there's no need to rush, or even come along at all if you can't make it. Your other responsibilities take precedence. If you do have the time, however, I would appreciate your presence. I wonder what this proposal is. Hold on, wasn't he supposed to be returning to his unit today? Oh well, I'm sure I'll find out whenever I make it to the faculty lounge. Today's free day is an extremely busy one, isn't it? We have done so much already and we aren't even there yet. And now Neidhart comes with a request for us to do stuff for him. Yeah, I have a feeling I need to carry this over onwards to the next episode still. I wasn't expecting that, in all honesty, I really didn't. So, it means that the next episode we're going to go towards the old schoolhouse, and today we will not make it. So, until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time, as hopefully we finally will be getting into the old school building, and with a little bit of luck, maybe we'll even finish it as well. But until then, bye bye.
Right.